Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And of course we're here for Boku no Hero Academia. Ha 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 ha.
The time is here.
Yes. My Hero Academia, Season 2, Episode 3.
That's
and
right.
We're getting into this little obstacle course race, which is the beginning of the festival.
Yep.
Which should lead into the tournament.
Yes.
Tournament.
Yes.
Sounds exciting. Anything that you want to say before we start this episode?
I want to see more of Bakugo.
I feel like this episode is going to really hone in that focus on those with the really strong quirks, just getting ahead quickly.
Todoroki, Deku, Bakugo.
I don't know
maybe
about
not Deku.
I don't know. It could be interesting.
Yeah.
But if this is a multi-staged event and stuff, we could see some kind of a sifting process where we find out that just this obstacle course race isn't enough.
Sure.
They need some kind of more sifting as they get through to people and stuff to get the actual, top, 16, was it?
Yeah, which, if you think about it, okay, if only 16 people can make it to the tournament, then that means that, in a way, anyone that makes it to a tournament is doing pretty well, so most of it is all what happens in the pre-tournament stuff.
Right. Once you got into the tournament, I'm guessing you kind of noticed by the big heroes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Unless you're maybe Bakugo, they're like, ugh, we don't want to deal with that guy.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is going to be exciting. So without further ado, let's get into it. Deku. In their own quirky ways.
Yes.
That's a pun. Really? All right.
What is it with ice powers just being OP recently?
Yeah, good point. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. It's always a point people make about stuff like this.
The one person that could have been trapped underneath and had it not be a problem at all.
I don't even think he cares about you, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Hard Boy.
He's got a real hard on right now. Yeah.
Oh no. It's a metal Kirishima base.
Yeah.
And that's the Tetsu guy!
Oh, yay!
Steel.
Wow.
So, does hardening or steel...
I think... Except his is better. Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
Yep. Wow.
Alright.
He's flying. Okay.
Jeez.
That's awesome.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Dang. Bro, that tail.
Yeah.
Drown out their hesitation. I like it. Okay. It's clever. It's gonna weigh you down though, buddy.
Yeah. This is a speed race.
Right. Jeez. Oh my gosh.
See, there you go.
She's made artillery. But
Yep.
she kind of, see, that's the thing. Her power is infinite utility. She's
Right.
gonna end up helping everyone else.
Yeah.
I want to see, all these drones floating over them with cameras and stuff. So there's gotta be dozens of them. Oh!
I want to see Deku just like push
Eat
off
it,
the ground
eat
with
it.
one
Oh,
finger.
yep. Sue's gonna
Uh-huh.
be great at this. Get him. Get him, get him.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, she makes the gear.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, she's marketing her stuff. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Wow.
Right.
Okay. That makes sense.
Right. Oh my gosh. Watch it be Attack on Titan. Yep.
Oh wow.
She's actually got some kind of omnidirectional maneuver gear.
Well, the funny thing is that Uraraka can do that just by herself, right?
I don't know.
Basic. Well, okay, no, because
Oh
there's
my
a time
gosh.
limit. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah. With the hover boots, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a little different. But yeah, it's... Mines! Mines! Ooh.
But he could just freeze the whole place over.
But... will they explode still?
Well, but he could detonate them all ahead of time, possibly. Lose it, bro.
Yeah. Bakugo just doesn't care. Oh, and he can blow them up
Yeah.
and still keep flying.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. That was awesome.
Oh, he's just outrunning,
He's just outrunning
mines.
them. Whoa.
Okay, so he's not that far behind. Okay.
No. Just leap over it.
What's he doing?
Yep.
Oh, he's using the mines to propel him!
Yep. Yep.
Oh, that's genius! He's gonna be a little bit lucky to make sure it goes in the right direction, though. Oh, but that directs the blast, the shield.
Right.
That's really clever.
Yep. Question is, how far is it going to take him?
Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. He's going past them! He's going past them! Oh my god! He's gonna go too far. Yep.
Yeah, bro.
He's pissed.
Yep. And that's also cool, you know, symbolism too, right?
Right. He's aspiring them to go
Yep.
farther. Plus Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Oh! Yes! Oh, and that's gonna cause another explosion. Oh, yes!
And well, and they were to the side of it, right? So
Right.
they'd get knocked to the side, whereas, yep.
Wow. So he just wins.
Yep.
Well, we'll see, we'll see. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, exactly. All right. Wow. That's awesome.
There you go.
Genius took the trophy here.
Yeah.
And Mom! Oh, Mom! Yes! Yes!
And they're like, wait, what? That random kid that...
Oh, Shigaraki.
Kojang. Yeah. Is this where he's gonna do it? Is he gonna...
Oh, he could say, I am
Yeah.
here, right here, right now. It might not be the right time to, though. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, is he doing it? Oh, no, he's just getting...
Yeah.
He's just saying, I approve. Good job. Yeah.
君の真であろう人を助けるヒーロー。私は君だからこそ選んだが。
Awesome.
君だからこその弱点だと思っていた。超杞憂だったな。ごめんな。泣き虫は早く治した方がいいけどな。
Oh, well.
どう？
とりあえず緑谷の株急上昇だね。しかし現状個性を見せてないと
What?
先が読めないな。事務所経営を請け負ったと仮定して
Oh my gosh.
どう売り出していくか
Oh my gosh, these are people in like a...
Yeah.
Like an investing business class, yes.
実力面や彼のアーティスティックなこだわりが
They're
Wow.
like, think about how to market him.
Yep.
The business
Yep.
cards, yes!
経営か基本
That is amazing.
That is fantastic.
Yep.
売り子や経営戦略のシミュレ
Yes.
ーションなどで勘を培う場となっている。
Nothing to say.
Yep.
He just takes it and keeps moving.
砂中さん、1位すごいね。悔しいやつでしょ。
Oh. Oh, both of them.
運が良かっただけ。使えそうと思ったものがたまたま使えただけだ。すごいのは僕の運だ。
That's true.
true.
If it hadn't been a bunch of mines, then...
Lucky punch.
実力を試されるのは
Mm-hmm.
ここから。
What's next?
はずじゃ。
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, that is what he needed to do. Of course, if Mineta had been thinking with his head instead of, you know, that, then he probably could have just stuck to Bakugo or something.
That's true. Oh, Bakugo! Oh, a new character!
New
Another new
character.
character. Yeah. Tokiyami. Oh, so this is
Yay.
the vetting process. Okay, so all of these are going to be making it through.
Gotcha.
Oh, did you see that? Almost at the very end there earlier was the guy we thought has the mind powers.
Gotcha. Invisible Girl!
Hey!
Wait, was that 2?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he didn't make it?
Oh no, I think he was the very last person to make it.
Oh, gotcha.
So 42. Okay. So not the tournament yet. So another event. Yeah, see, it's not random. Yeah, exactly. What could it be? They need to get this number down to 16. Cavalry battle.
俺ダメなやつだ。個人競技じゃないけど、どうやるのか。
Oh, it's teams. It's teams. Okay.
Oh, they can choose their teams?
That's cool.
本は普通の騎馬戦と同じルールだけど、一つ違うのが先ほどの結果に従い各自にポイントが振り当てられること。
Ah,
入試みてえなポイント稼ぎ方式が
gotcha.
わかりやすいぜ。
つまり組み合わせによって牙のポイントが違ってくると。ああ。
Oh, so Deku has the most points.
Yeah.
Does that make him more valuable or less valuable? What? So he's just an auto win card? Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's great.
That's genius.
That is awesome.
Oh, the pressure it comes from being on the
Yeah.
top. Okay.
That was a really good episode.
Yeah. I think what was really good about it was they gave us a lot more info on quirks, other characters, in terms of what they can do. But they gave the focus back to Deku and really had him show his creativity and his ingenuity.
Right.
There was a little bit of luck, like he was saying at the end there.
Yeah.
But someone else might have taken the shield and dropped it once they got to the mines because they thought it would weigh them down
Sure.
and be awkward to walk around with.
Yeah.
But he was like, nope, I'm here, I have this, I'm going to figure out how I can use it.
Yeah.
So while, yes, there was some luck in that, yeah, it could have been something else, I don't think you can really say it was just luck because he had to go across the pit with
Yes.
the shield on his back,
That's
which
true.
weighed him down. So that gave everyone else an advantage against him because he was slowed down
Right.
by it.
And it was his adapting to the situation and not just relying on his quirk alone.
Exactly.
And that kind of clever thinking is important.
Yeah. So now that we know that there is not going to be a tournament arc immediately after this, they've selected 42 people to be whittled from the mass
Yes.
group. The 42 people in, first through the obstacle course. But you notice there was something there was a character I was looking for, and it was the guy
Tetsu.
No,
Or-
the purple-haired guy who has the ambiguous mind
yeah.
powers. They very cleverly avoided showing that he made it into the top 42.
Right.
There was a part where they're scrolling down through a bunch of people, and his name at the very bottom, and then they immediately cut away. I didn't even see his name. I just saw his identifiable,
Right.
very creepy-looking face.
And they also didn't show anything about his quirk. They
Well,
showed a lot of different people's
yeah, they already
special things.
They already
you know?
seem to have almost given it away from the previous episode because of the other people with their eyes kind of
And carrying him. Yeah.
yeah, and carrying him.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how that'll work out here. But this will be another team battle thing, much like in
Right.
season 1.
Yes.
But instead of it being 2v2 in just a locked kind of scenario,
Yes.
it's like an open free-for-all with a bunch
Right.
of players in teams of 2 to 4.
Yeah.
So that could be let's say
I
do,
like that.
Yeah, let's say they do 4 people per team.
Mm-hmm.
That's, I mean, on average, that's
Yeah.
around 10 teams, but there could be closer to, I'd say, 14 teams.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
then they say they take the top, I don't know, that's actually a little bit ambiguous because if they do it that way, they might not get the correct bracket system for the amount of players that are left
Yeah.
in the
One
next
of
there.
the things that I really like about how they set up the system is that it basically means that one, the main characters, the people that did really well, will want to be in smaller teams,
Yes.
so that
that's
they
true.
can actually get more points, and they won't want to team up with any of the people that are super good. So we might get some really cool combinations where maybe Deku will team up with somebody that he wouldn't otherwise have teamed up with.
Ooh, good
know?
point. Unusual pairings where things are not what we'd expect. I think to an extent, though, this is going to be, again, another point for Deku, where he'll come up with a cool combination of quirks that works in their favor. But how did you like that thing where they're all just kind of staring at him like,
Oh, yeah.
we look hungry and we got that zombie eyes and we're going to eat you. And
Yeah.
Deku's just like, what if, because everyone will want the 10 million points.
Especially Todoroki and Bakugo.
Yes.
Yeah.
They don't want to be on that team.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so will there be a couple people that will want to be on that
So
team?
I
And then
think-
there'll be others that, no way, they are not going to get on that
I
team.
think Deku is going to have to choose one of his friends to be on his team. but-
Uraraka.
But he's already been on a team with Uraraka, so I don't think they're going to do that just because that would be repeating it,
It's interesting because here's the thing. The competitive side is a real factor here. I don't think that Ida would join because it's basically keeping him behind Deku in a way.
Okay.
So he needs to be the one to beat Deku as well. Just in the same way. I think that's going to be a problem with actually both his friends. I don't think Uraraka or Ito will actually be... thing. If there was going to be a friend, it would be Uraraka. Because I really feel like they do have a little bit of a chemistry thing going on in there. But
I think it might be Sue.
Sue, I actually really like that.
Like,
yeah,
she seems like the kind of person who would be chill about it.
Okay, let's predict here. Who gets on Deku's team?
I think it's
probably going to be
Sue.
Characters that we've been introduced to thus far, and then like one character we don't really know, maybe. Because let's say there's the max of 4 people.
Yeah.
So we've got Deku. Mm-hmm. So it's either Uraraka or Sue.
Yeah.
But you want to say Sue. So
I want to say Sue.
Okay, let's go with Sue.
And maybe like 2 new characters.
We need someone strong, like someone tough. Like think about it from a strategy standpoint.
Okay.
They need someone that can actually give them not just the mobility, but like the defense. Like,
all right,
who's very defensible. I think of like someone that's not like given a lot of stuff recently. I think of that guy with the 6 arms.
That is exactly who I was thinking of too.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So we get him. Now the problem is I don't think they can move really fast. So
right, Sue's pretty good at that, and Deku in a pinch.
But that's the thing. Now that I think about it, what Sue would actually give, she would actually give the tongue aspect of her powers more than the leaping thing.
Right. But
because it looks like they all have to be like touching each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at more of a caster type power, like the electric guy.
Okay.
Or maybe someone with like a flying power.
But Sue's already pretty close to that.
No, see, I keep thinking about Sue from the jumping standpoint, and it just doesn't seem to fit that she would be able to jump with all of them.
Okay.
She can't launch them into the air.
So who do you think are going to be the people other than Bakugo and Todoroki, Uraraka, and Ida that are going to be trying to go after Deku?
Anyone that joins up with them.
Okay, sure.
Because whoever's on that team with those would want to join them as well. And I think like Kirishima is a great example of that. He's going to team up with Bakugo.
Right.
And who would team up with Todoroki? I think Todoroki's going to get like the cream of the crop team. Like he's going to get the really skilled team.
So I think you know how we were drawing comparisons between Todoroki and what's the name of the guy with the shadow thing?
Tokiyami.
Tokiyami, yeah. I think
Fumikage now we know his first name.
Right, yeah. Fumikage. I think they're going to both be like linked somehow. So either they're going to be on each other's team, or he's going to be
against each other.
They're going to be against each other.
Ooh, wait a minute. Could he kind of fly? Not really.
Possibly, maybe.
He could be a good fit for Deku's team in terms of just usefulness. I really feel like his quirk is really strong.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be another example of the mind control guy having another group that's just...
He could mind control the people that he wants to be on his team.
And he just automatically gets all their stuff, right?
Yeah, where he chooses them to be on his team.
Right, but what if like he like decides to just not play, like just kind of stay out of the thing where everyone chases around for the 10 million?
Sure.
So he guarantees a spot in the final thing.
Right.
But he doesn't get like first place or anything like that.
Okay.
I'm curious about the strategy part here, because now that I'm thinking about it, 10 million isn't what you want to go for. Everyone's going to be going after 10 million. You want to go after second and third place.
Right. Exactly.
Like you want to get that sort of undesired point values and stuff like that, so that no one really sees you as a target, but no one sees you as a threat either.
Right. You want to get all the easy to grab ones, the value teams.
Right. So how do you get a team though? That's what I'm
like how exactly
they fight each other?
Yeah, and the way
they knock people off the cavalry thing. That's probably how it's going to have to be.
Sure, maybe.
That makes certain quirks way stronger than others though.
And is this going to be like a free for all thing, or is it going to be like teams going against each other?
I think it has to be free for all.
Yeah, probably.
It means teams on teams. You know, we all have the question mark thing in Age of Empires, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be really interesting. I don't know how the teams are going to work out, But I feel like Deku has a real problem now, because let's get into the psychology of this
Yes.
here.
Oh my
I
gosh.
feel like this is really putting a focus on the same kind of thing that All Might has to go through with being the top hero.
Yes.
All the villains want to kill him.
Yeah.
All the heroes want to be stronger than him, or like him,
Yep.
or
Yep.
they want to basically aspire to be what All Might is. The thing is we've never heard anyone saying, I want to be like Endeavor.
Yeah.
Or who was that third top hero guy? Let us know in the comments. They let us know a long time ago. But anyways, everyone wants to be like All Might. So Deku is effectively mirroring All Might in this thing there, and he's getting a taste of what that pressure is like early on.
Yeah.
And he's gonna find that it's probably really lonely. Like,
Sure.
like everyone's
Yeah.
gonna be like, no, we kind of standoffish. We're standoffish from you
Right.
because you're the one with
And-
the 10 million things. You've got the insane quirk, you know. And
Right.
then there will be those that are really good natured people that will
Yep.
you know, want to
Yep.
be with him, and then there will be also those that want to mulch off of him. They'll be like,
Sure.
"Oh yeah, I want to be with you so that we can keep the 10 million, and we'll never like, you know, we'll never give up our points to the other teams and stuff." And then, oh my gosh,
I just had a thought.
what's that?
If the teams can be anywhere from 2 to 4, right? People could choose to have less or more players, you know, for strategic purposes or whatever, right?
Ooh, like a 2-player team that's really like succinct and
Yeah.
okay.
Now, but here's another thing. So the Invisible Girl, people could just people could not know that she was actually on a team, like because she'd probably be going with the tail
would
guy.
that be a little bit awkward because you know, if
She's not wearing clothes, so
sitting
how does she
on
fight
someone and
people?
she's naked?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just saying.
yeah,
be a little bit
that
awkward.
could be, but
Who's someone that you really want to see, you know, just show off in this cavalry battle? Because I don't want to see Bakugo actually shine here.
No.
I want to see people with those really crazy utility powers come.
I
want to
see-
here. I want to see Mineta actually like be the most annoying character.
he just sticks a bunch of people
yeah,
together.
he's gonna have a ton of people all immobilized.
Sure.
And they won't be able to get rid of it. Also, he could do all kinds of things with the same thing what he did with the people in the water, where he gets them all bunched together.
Yep.
So they can't maneuver well. Also, I really feel like the electric guy could just AoE everyone. And then he's just kind of dumb sitting
What
there
would
on
happen
his
if the
people and
electric guy
stuff.
went up against the metal guy?
Ooh, I like it.
Um,
I also want to see Momo.
Yes. I wanna
her
see-
use something, create something really.
Her and
unique
Tokoyami,
here.
I think, are the two that I'm most excited to see. Like just
Tokoyami,
bust
now
out
that I
some
think
moves.
about it, Tokoyami is actually insanely strong in this. Let's think
Yeah.
about it. His dark shadow thing, as far as we know, is invincible.
Right.
Like, it's just this thing that protects him and aids him in battle,
Mm-hmm.
right? But let's see, like, what other power is, like, good against it.
Sure.
We don't know. Like,
Right.
it's
Like, how can you fight that?
Right, how can you fight it? It just
I think
kind
you
of
have
gets in
to
your
fight
face.
him is the thing.
Oh, he's
you
the
have
weakness.
You have to avoid him and take him, or avoid the shadow thing and take
So
him.
someone needs to basically like shield him and have the dark shadow thing constantly going around. So him and Momo actually could team up.
Yeah.
And Momo creates these impenetrable shields constantly around
Sure.
him.
Yeah.
While they're being carried by who would they be carried by that's really strong? It could be just that generic guy with who's got super strength.
Sure, yeah,
one
yeah.
of those generic guys, yeah.
Um,
And yeah, they could do all kinds of stuff. I'm really excited for this because this is
gonna be
this
cool.
almost sounds more exciting than the tournament, because instead of it being
Right.
a one-on-one thing where it's just
they're
a fight,
They're
there's
getting into
actual
all the
strategy
combinations
and the
of
combinations.
quirks. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, this is good.
This is gonna be cool.
We have it confirmed now. Todoroki is Endeavor's son,
right.
and he does not seem to like that.
Right.
So it's totally Zuko and the Fire Lord, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything I'm missing? Like,
Uh,
it has to be that, right? It's 2 on the
Yeah,
nose. It has to be.
It kind of does.
So did Todoroki get that scar from his dad? Or was that just a part of his,
I think that's a part of his quirk. Here's why.
Okay.
Now, probably they drew inspiration from Zuko and the Fire Lord for
Absolutely.
sure. But the thing is,
Absolutely.
his hair on that side's red too, and it blends in with the mark. So I don't think that's something that is actually like his face didn't get roasted off. Otherwise, what would have
Okay.
happened to the hair? You know.
Yeah.
But
See, here's the thing. There's all the popularity stuff. Todoroki could have colored his hair those ways, And one of the other things that's something to think about is quirks come from the parents, right?
Yeah.
So what if the reason why the fire is on one side is because that's where he got burned, and he just kind of subconsciously chooses to have it be out of each side when actually he's so strong he can use them both.
Okay.
I don't know. That's a little bit crazy, but
that is a little bit crazy. I do like it. But
here's the thing.
Yeah.
If the scar is a Zuko scar,
it's not.
What if it is? Come on, it's a 50-50 here.
Yeah.
We're flipping a coin.
Okay.
Do you want to do a bet here? I say it's from his dad.
What stakes are we doing for this?
What stakes are we doing for this?
Or are we doing stakes?
The stakes need to be high.
Because I don't think it is.
Yeah.
His father did not actually burn him.
Okay, so it's not a burn then.
No.
What is it then? Just paint?
Birthmark. I don't know.
A birthmark?
I don't know.
Guys, he says it's a birthmark.
We have quirks that change the way people
I'll bet
look.
you that it's not a birthmark. Or that it's not... It is a burn. I'll bet you that it is...
Okay, you're betting that it is a burn.
Yes.
I am betting that it is not a burn.
Okay,
I
why?
am willing to take you up on that because we've seen so many people with quirks that change the way they look.
All right, well, you come up with the stakes, and I will see if... I mean, yeah.
All right, for the next week of videos after this, if I win, or for a week of videos, if I win, I sit in that chair. I sit on that side.
Guys, this is my side. No. But if I win...
If you win...
It has to be something different then.
Right. Well, try and think of something.
You should put higher stakes for mine, but I want yours to be like, you shave your head.
Shave my head? Are you...
Or shave your beard.
No! No! No way.
Okay, then, you, shave, just this.
Ugh. No.
Okay, how about, I don't know, give me, $10 or something. Or $5, I don't know.
Okay, $5, yeah.
$5? $5 or chair switch?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a deal.
All right, so you think that it is a burn.
I think that is a burn.
I'm saying that it is not a burn.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if we never find out anything about it...
Then whatever. But if we find out, 2 years from now, and we then we'll randomly switch chairs or whatever.
All right, cool. Well, guys, you saw it. The proof is there.
Yes.
Yeah, I really think they're making Todoroki a main character.
They are,
because there's something.
Yes,
there's something more.
They're giving him enough screen time now to say that yes, he is one of the big three.
Okay, so, given that he is moving into that spot, do you think he's going to be the primary focus of extra character development for the rest of the season, or that we'll actually get more characters that are going to get developed, and if so, which ones? Because we're starting to see other characters like that Attack on Titan support girl come into the forefront. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. But is she going to actually get developed? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think she's just a fun side character they're going to bring up. They had this girl with green hair.
Yeah,
and she was number 4 or something.
Right.
I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So her quirk is probably really strong.
Yeah.
But are we going to get developed off her? I don't know.
So here's what I think is going to happen. Todoroki is going to be the main character that gets developed other than Deku, in this next half.
Okay.
And maybe Bakugo coming in a close third place. All
right, who else?
But what I think is that Todoroki's whole thing with the Fire Lord and all that is going to basically open up avenues of discussion about heroes and what it can be like and the ways that it can be done wrong, and that's maybe going to give bring stuff out of other characters too.
So, given that, does that mean we can assume anything about the roles that Endeavor and Todoroki are going to play in terms of relating this development to the general view of heroes? Because is Endeavor basically someone like Bakugo
who wants to be better than All Might?
Right, and he's one
that could be the case, and if that's then that's kind of funny if they do, because they're both fire
based.
But if they do that, then would maybe he react like actually not just like, you know, bad dad kind of a way, but like actually react badly if like when Deku basically tells everyone, I'm here.
Oh,
you know, because he might have been like
forces Todoroki basically to kind of like into conflict with him. That would be interesting. I'm thinking that could happen, but what I'm more thinking of is Endeavor like going to be good, and is Todoroki just kind of rebelling against him for some reason? They just doesn't like him, or is there actually some kind of legitimate reason as to why Endeavor is doing this, or is there no legitimate reason?
I want to see a legitimate reason. One of the things that bothers me is that, so a lot of times people will use, in stories, there will be this whole bad parental relationship thing that will be used, and it will be used to great effect, and that kind of stuff does happen, but rarely is it just out of malevolence. You know, like the Jacques type figures, the Fire Lords, like...
But there's probably nuance then, but I'm guessing that if there is malevolence, it's going to seem pretty strong because this show is very over the top. So what could be the thing that, in that case, Endeavor's malevolence, quote unquote, would actually be justified in his mind?
Here's what I see. He's on fire, right, from what we've seen of him, right? So my thing is that he's too extreme. He burns too hot with what he's doing, kind of like Bakugo. So what he's doing is he's actually wanting to basically just set up Todoroki, maybe. You know, pass on to his child.
Legacy. Legacy.
Give him what he wasn't able to
And
achieve,
that's a very common theme in Eastern kind of culture and stuff like that. It is kind of a thing in Western culture, but not as much, because there's this idea of honor and that you carry the family name and that means something. And if he's the second hero, he's probably wealthy, he's probably got a lot of influence, and he wants to basically pass on the torch. I was waiting to say that to Todoroki. And Todoroki could just be like, no, that's not me. That's not me, dude. And that makes it a thing where it's kind of like it swings both ways. It's not 100% someone being a victim or being a dickweed or something.
But Todoroki didn't seem to totally hate his dad or what he was doing, because the fact that his dad was watching, like if he was saying like I don't want that, then he might have just like been like done terribly on purpose just to be like, screw you, old man.
I think he is trying to win because he pointed out Deku and is like, I'm better than you.
Right.
So he is trying to win, but he doesn't like the gaze of Endeavor. He doesn't like being watched by him. So maybe there is a little bit of like tension in the like fear kind of area.
Now, and if that's the case, Todoroki so far has been cool, right? Because, you know, he has ice powers, you know. What happens when he stops being cool? I want to see Todoroki lose his cool. We don't really respect it when it happens with a character like Bakugo.
Also, we haven't really seen him use anything but ice.
Right.
So maybe there's like some kind of reasoning as to why the fire comes with some kind of emotional imbalance. I got it. What's that?
He doesn't want to be like his dad, right? His dad is the fire one. So even though he has both sides, he only uses the ice. He actively suppresses the fire because he wants to be his own man.
Interesting.
I think that's it.
So that's really good. But then the ice thing is
from his mom,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then,
just like Zuko, he's a mama's boy.
Yeah, I guess so. That's totally a Zuko thing. I think that's pretty good.
I think I struck it there.
I think you did. I'm not sure though about the whole aspect of Endeavor being, you know, a legacy passing on.
Yeah, that might
be some extra differences.
I just see it as being something that's too extreme for, you know, like it gets a bit unhealthy.
Okay. So before we end this, are there any other characters you want to see development, even though you don't think it might necessarily happen?
I've said this before, but Invisible Girl. You know what? I would love to see. I would love to see Deku team up with Sue, and then Invisible Girl and the dude with the tail, because they seem like they always sort of stick together.
So those sound like all the noobs, you know, like all the people that aren't good.
But
it could be like the group of rejects, and they come up with some really cool strategy.
Like,
I mean, come on, they're all good.
They're good.
I'm not throwing shade at them, but I'm saying they don't have flashy quirks.
Exactly.
They don't have explosive, dark shadow,
Yeah,
create matter.
Yeah.
Like, they don't
Yeah.
have anything crazy. I think if anything, Sue is pretty crazy in that she is a frog human.
Right.
Like, she is Spider-Man, but instead she's frog girl.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That just seems really impressive to me.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I was going to say Tokoyami, but I think we actually might get to see development from him. But I just have to give it to that guy with the potential mind powers. Because I don't think they're going to really develop him. They're just going to have him be this wild card in the thing. But if they actually
make him
develop it and make him a character, they could have someone with mind powers going forward in the story against villains.
Yeah, that would be insane.
That's terrifying.
That's almost like plot breaking. Like, they almost can't let him...
Right. That's why I think there's not going to be any development.
Right, but it would be really cool if they did.
If they did.
Yeah.
And if they found a way to make it work, and there's a sufficient enough weakness to the quirk
so that he's not just all-powerful.
Xavier OP or something.
Right, exactly.
All right. Oh my gosh, this was such a great moment of discussion. Really loved this episode, but I think we went farther ahead than we even should have. Probably. Especially with that Todoroki stuff. Oh man. All right, guys, this was awesome. I will see you again next time, but until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.